Hi guys, it's your boy the Supreme Leader. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and also click the bell button after subscription and share the channel. It's been a while, guys. It's been a while, and I haven't been able to come on live for some time now, um, because there has been a lot going on. You know, a lot going on, guys. So much going on. And yeah, I can't complain though. I can't complain. But a lot has been going on with me. And because of that, I haven't been able to come online for us to talk or post for you guys too as well. Uh, so first, let me say my father-in-law wasn't doing well. So yeah, we were going up and down. Yeah, Jamal. Yeah, Jamil. Okay, yeah, I see you. Yeah, not so good, but I can't complain that much because, like we always say, when there is life, there is still hope. This year, I lost two people, and the first one was my father-in-law, and the second one was my sister. She died yesterday, and yeah, so I lost my sister yesterday. My father-in-law, I lost my father-in-law. That was last week Friday. Yes, last week Friday. My father-in-law died last week Friday, and yesterday I lost my sister too as well. And for my sister, it was something that we could have prevented it, but unfortunately, we weren't able to prevent it for so many reasons. Because my sister, she lives in Ghana, and the reason why she died was she had a breast cancer. She had a breast cancer, and during this time, I was trying to bring her over for treatment. I was trying to bring her to Brazil for treatment because, like I said, here in Brazil, treatments are mostly free. Government hospitals, when you go, for example, anything cancer, it's the treatments are free of charge, and they treat it quicker too as well. It's like they don't waste time on these kind of things when uh, someone is sick and is very intense, like sickness that are very serious. Here, even let me just say in general, here when you are sick, you can simply go to hospital for free. Just a second. Yeah, so here when you are sick, you can simply go to hospital for free here. So for my sister who died yesterday, I was I was simply planning to bring her over for her cancer treatment, but unfortunately, it didn't go the way I wanted it to be. Even though I wasn't able to bring her here, we were spending so much money on her treatment in Ghana. So you see, it is one of the reasons why I always say I'm from Ghana, but I tell you guys, Ghana is one of the worst places to think of settling. Even when you have money, it's still a big problem because in Ghana, things that like you can consider a basic necessity in Ghana are not basic necessity. Even when you have the money, you understand what I'm saying. For instance, in the case of my sister, when the breast cancer thing started, okay, I remember she called me and she said to me, uh, she was feeling some pains in her breast. It seems like there is something inside, but she's feeling some pains and stuff like that. And I told her she should go for a checkup and then go and check it up and see what is what exactly the thing is. So she said okay, she'll go and then do the checkup. And I sent her something small for her to go to the hospital and then do the checkup and all that. She went and did it. After she did it, even listen, even for them to give her a common result or to do a common test to tell her that this is a cancer, they did it. We have to pay like three times. She went for the first time. We paid an amount of, I think, 1,000 Ghana cedi or 1,500 Ghana cedi just for the checkup. No, just for the test. And then when she went there, they didn't find anything. Like they didn't give her any concrete information about the test. They were saying they are suspecting that what they are seeing inside might be some kind of what do you call it? Some kind of blood clot in her breast, and they didn't give her any reasonable information. So we decided since it's like that, what are some of the medications she can take so that it can help her to, like for if it is a blood clot inside her, what do you call it, in her breast, so that maybe when she takes some medicine, that it can help her to like to be fine. So they give her some medication, and the medication they gave her, she sent me the prescription and everything. I checked the medication, and the medication had nothing to do had nothing to do with what is happening to her. So I checked it up and I told her, this medication that you were being given at the hospital, it's not a medication for this particular treatment. It's like they are giving you just a regular pain killing medication. And she was like, okay, that was what they give her. She sent me the results and I checked it up. And I told her, look, we should give the thing some time. Okay, so we decided to give it some time, and we gave it some time. I think a week or two, and then she was still feeling the pain. The pain started to be, like much more worse than before. And she called me and she told me, look, the thing is not getting any better. So she wants to go and then do another test again to find out what it is. So she went back to that same hospital, and then they gave her uh, uh, another another thing to do. They told her to go and then buy a different medicine again. And I said, no, we cannot buy any medicine without having like without being sure of what the problem was. So they finally say she should go and do another test. So if after the test, then they can know what to tell her to the kind of medication they can give her. So she went for another different test again. So that test too, we paid that test too again. Everything in Ghana you have to pay. Even if it is a government hospital, you still have to pay. So my sister went back again. We have to pay, I think, That one too, we paid like 1,500 Ghana cedis for the test. So we paid for that test. After she did the test, the results finally came back, and then they told her that this is it is a cancer. She's having cancer in her breast. So earlier than possible, they should they will give her some prescription for her to take. And normally, I know that, yeah, Ebenezer, I see you. So normally, I know that if you have cancer, there is no any other treatment than going through a surgery, right? Mostly, I know there is no any other medication for cancer than going through a surgery. You go through the surgery, and then they will remove the cancer from any part of the body. So she went through that test, and then they told her, look, you have a breast cancer. So now what you have to do is there is some medication for you. You have to go to one particular pharmacy. They recommended a pharmacy for her, and then she called me, and then she told me this was what they say. And I told her, first thing first, I have to check this medication that you are being given, what the medication does before we can simply proceed to buy the medication. So she sent me the information, the copy of the prescription, and blah blah blah. And then I had some friends here who are doctors. Okay, I have a lot of friends who are doctors out here. So I took the prescription to them, and then I showed it to them, and then they went through the prescription, and they told me this is actually, yes, they went through the prescription, and they told me, look, this medication that is being given to your sister is not a cancer medication. This is a medication, it is a painkiller. So the best thing your sister can do is she needs to go through a surgery. Um, so that was how we ended up knowing that, okay, the whole thing is all about going through a surgery. She needs to go through a surgery and all that. And yeah, so we started thinking about how to go through the surgery procedure. And she was going through the pain and stuff like that. And those my friends, again, those doctors, those my friends who were doctors, uh, they told me, look for this kind of medication, because that kind of medication can at least, it won't cure the cancer, but it will paralyze the cancer and also reduce the pain that she's feeling. It's going to paralyze it until we decide on what to do next, which is the surgery. So uh, what happened was that we simply started planning on doing the surgery, okay, for her to go through the surgery so that she can get a surgery to be free from the cancer. So first I had to send some money so that we can get her the medication. We got her the medication. She was taking the medication, and everything was fine. And we started planning on how to go through with her surgery and stuff like that. And at the same time, I brought the idea of bringing her over to Brazil. Yeah, estou bem, graças a Deus, e você? And yeah, so that was how the whole thing started. And we simply decided to give her that kind of medication. So she was taking the medication, and everything was a bit stable in the beginning until we decided finally we are going to take her through the surgery process where she'll go, and then she'll go for the operation. Then they will remove the cancer totally from her breast. Yeah, so finally we had some hospital. The hospital is in Accra. It was a private hospital. It wasn't a government hospital, because the government hospital, they were only telling her to buy some, some painkillers and stuff like that. They were not recommending her to go through a quick operation for the cancer to be removed from her breast and stuff like that. They were only, wasting people's time. So we had a private hospital where she went for the operation. We paid a huge amount of money, like a lot of money, to go through that operation. Okay, so we paid that amount of money. She went through the operation, and then what they did was she did not knowing they didn't remove all. Instead of removing the whole breast, they didn't remove the whole breast. What they did was they removed some part of the breast and then they left some part. So this is another problem about Ghana. When you are sick and you go to hospital for treatment, they won't focus on how to treat you completely, but rather they'll focus on how to treat you partially so that you come back again and then come and pay. They forget about your life being valuable, but rather they think about the money part. So we paid a lot of money, and then instead of them doing a total operation to remove the cancer from my sister, like they should just remove, because normally we know that when there is a cancer, some part of you, what they do is they look at another extended part of your body that is not having the cancer, then they remove the cancer from that part. But in this case, they didn't remove all the cancer. They only operated some part of her breast and then they removed that part, and not knowing there was still some seed. The cancer seed was still there. So in the beginning, she was okay after the operation, and then when time went on, in about a month or two, and then she started feeling the pain again. The pain automatically came back again. And this time, it even worsened than the beginning. So we had to quickly again start again of preparing for another second operation again. So, guys, it has been a tough, tough months for me. This past few months has not been easy month for me. I just try posting, like taking the family out, Let me just say I haven't had any good vacation. Like I hadn't had any good vacation apart from, like trying to take some time off with the family. I had a whole lot of hard time. So let me just say this. My sister, she died yesterday, and till date, I haven't picked any call from any family member because I'm still processing the whole thing. Like it's difficult. Like you lost somebody. Like it's not easy. You understand? So I'm still processing the whole thing. I have seen a whole lot of calls, a whole lot of messages, but I haven't responded to any of them because I'm still processing the whole thing. Like from a funeral to a funeral, funeral to a funeral. Last week, we buried my father-in-law. This yesterday again, my sister died. We had to. I'm not there. She's in Ghana. You know, they buried her. Like a whole lot of process. Like things are going on. So because of all this, I just have to be strong and then keep it going. You understand? It has not been easy for me, and yeah, I'm just processing the whole thing, and yeah, like I told you guys, I would have tried, do some vlogs because, like I said, we bought a new house, and I wanted to show you guys the whole thing, like how the whole thing is. Because of these things, I haven't been able to do anything. Like it's just difficult, to process all these things. So I haven't been able to answer any messages. I've been seeing messages on my WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram. I haven't been able to answer anybody because I'm going through a lot, and I'm still trying to process the whole thing. But today, yes, so today I just decided to quickly come and then do some live video for you guys so that at least I can let you guys know what is going on with me. And yes, it's just it is just difficult, to go through all these things. There is a lot of depression too as well. I have been through a lot, but I each and every single time I try to stay very positive, strong, not to feel weak, go through it. My wife, my wife, most of the time she can't even stand it. Like she breaks down, and I have to be there too as well. Like one person, I have to do a whole lot of things at the same time, and yeah, it is a whole process, guys. It is a whole process. It's the main reason why most of the time I like to let you guys know more about what is going on back there in my own country. You can't believe if I should tell you the amount of money we spent just to make sure she stays alive. My sister, if I should tell you the amount of money, if it were to be here in Brazil, I won't spend a dime. I'm telling you guys, like if it were to be here in Brazil, I won't spend a single dime. You understand? But this is a country where we call it home. We say, Ghana, you are from Ghana, you have to be proud to be Ghanaian. But it's actually the worst place. It's actually the worst place to live. Nothing works. Even when you have the money, nothing works. The only thing they'll do is they'll take your money and then nothing will work. Everything will come back to zero again. But if it were to be here in Brazil, she would have been fine. Like she would go through the process, like neatly without any headache. You know, I'm talking from my personal experiences. I lost my mom when I was in Ghana. I took her to hospital like that. The same process. We went through this kind of process. She died. And it wasn't supposed to happen like that because the only thing at that time she wanted was an oxygen. They didn't give her the oxygen, and then my mom died because of the oxygen. She was in my arm like this at the hospital. I was with her at the hospital, and she needed oxygen. They didn't give her the oxygen. She died. And now it's my sister. It was my sister. And even with my sister, there was money. We were investing into it to make her better. And even the worst thing was when I was trying to get her passport. I was trying to get my sister passport so that I can bring her over to Brazil for the treatment. Like I was trying to get her the passport, and even getting her the passport was even worse. And we were even like it didn't even go through. We didn't get the passport. We spent the money, we didn't get the passport. And we spend more money for the treatment operation. We pay from hospital to hospital, medication to medication, and then at the long run, she died. Hey, so yeah, it is. It is just. It is just. It is. Yeah, I know. I know you guys miss the vlogs that I do and all that, but it's because I've been going through a lot. So I have been trying to process everything, like bit by bit to, like it's. So I'm still processing it. That is why I'm not responding to uh any messages right now. Yeah, Trump, I see you. I see you. And I hope you are doing great. Um yeah, I'm trying to process everything, my guy. Yes. So sorry guys if I'm not able to bring you some content and also answer your questions. It's because I'm going through a lot. You lost. you lost your father-in-law and then lost your sister too at the same time, and you are the only person you have to be doing everything, like you have to be there for everybody, like you have to be there for your kids, your family, your wife, you have to be strong for everybody, you know. Yes, guys. So guys, I have to leave you guys here. I love you guys. I just want you guys to know what has been going on with me. And yeah, I love you guys. And I'll see you guys in my next vlog, hopefully. I have to go and then pick up my kids and prepare them. And yeah, so guys, I love you guys. I'll see you guys in my next vlog.